Hi, and welcome to Kisses Tarot Readings. Today's reading for September 9th, 2018 is a Sunday. We'll be doing, I'm going to call my Gilded Tarot reading. So all of these cards that I have are gilded on the edges. See? Gilded. And, these will be the ones where we will receive the messages for the day as an energy for just general things that might be on in the energy, on your mind. It's a general reading. It may not resonate with everybody. It's just to cover a couple of different messages that you might need to hear. Alright, so we'll start off here. What do we need to hear? What do we need to hear from Source about today's energy, about what might be going on in somebody's mind? Oh, that's way too many cards. Way too many. No, let's go with this one and this one. Now, I do reversals, because I believe that reversals can tell you what things to be aware of that you might not be aware of. Not necessarily bad things, they're just things that, you need to be aware of that aspect of the card. Alright, so we're going to try to get one more card. There we go. The Star. So maybe the world isn't your oyster right now, but the Star certainly is. And it's interesting because we just had that come up in another reading for the end of this week, next Sunday. So today it's already popping up. Maybe it's trying to remind somebody that they can be the Star. So we have the Emperor, and the Emperor is power. He represents power over others, power over his world. Okay, let's get let me see if we can find some more information on him. The Emperor. I'm just using my general book because I like this book. It's very informative. Alright, upright, structure, success, ambition. So maybe that's something that somebody is looking into having right now. Success. And indeed, the Star is there. World came up reverse. So we will go into that. Maybe they're feeling a little doubtful that they can be this Star. But this is a card of success over his earthly world. Material world, representing power, make practical plans, deal with authority figures in a responsible manner. As a figure, it represents someone with wealth and substance. Successful men, especially those in control of companies or organizations, tend to be signified. Other cards will tell you how and why this person is affecting you. As a relationship card, Emperor represents a man whose silent strength, masked, repressed emotions. He has passion and charisma, but will dominate his friends and loved ones at every opportunity. It may be impossible to know what he's feeling, although individuals of this type rarely stay in an unsatisfying partnership for long. Their need for success in all areas is so strong they cannot compromise in matters of the heart. So, it's possible. This could be somebody in life, this could be you. But there is definitely a want and need of success because the Star in this same reading, in this same arena, amplifies that card. So we have the World, and the World, I did fix this earlier, we're just going to move this slightly over. Just because it's a little easier to read this than anything else. Consummation. So, consummation, basically enjoying the world for all it's worth. Completion, fulfillment is usually the upright position of this. You're resisting completion. You're resisting a project, or you're resisting the ending of something, whether it's a project, a job, a relationship. You're resisting ending it. But this is inevitable change. It has to happen. Whether you are happy about it or not, endings do happen. In order to reach this star, you have to let something end. Okay? This is a delay before it can be completed. Unfinished emotional business may be affecting your relationship, or the inability to complete a project, or perhaps even to begin it. Some kind of test faced you, and you are uncertain and hesitant about doing what needs to be done. Cutting the ties that bind you to the past is the most positive thing that you can do now, for it is the past that is blocking your progress and preventing natural and positive changes from taking place in your life. Forget your fears and let go. The changes signified by the world are always happy, productive ones, even when it's in the reverse. So changes are good. And you may not want to end something, maybe because you feel it will be ending without success. It will be ending without it being absolutely perfect. But end it must if you want this star to happen. If you want to be the star, you have to let this world end. You know, some stars go supernova, and then from there begins new worlds. So you will have to let this world end for the other to begin. You have in the upright hope, faith, and healing. Again, we talked about hope before. So hope, faith, and healing. You have to believe that if this is gone, you will still be successful. You will still be successful. You have to believe in that. Same. Unexpected help is one of the traditional interpretations of the star. May come from private inspiration through a book, workshop, lecture, or friend, or represent a fortunate encounter, job offer, or surprising turn of events. According to the type of spread here, you may be inspired to offer much needed practical help to another person. So, where appropriate, it signifies healing beauties of nature. So maybe you need to go take a trip, or do something with animals or plants. Get out of your busy lifestyle and enjoy life as it is. And I think it's interesting because it has a whole lot of animals in this card, and it has nature in this card. So maybe perhaps you need to get out into nature and see animals. Maybe as a nearby park or a zoo or something. Well, zoos are kind of, I don't know about anybody else, but zoos, they're trapped. It makes me feel sad to know that they're trapped. I wouldn't consider a zoo, but maybe you can volunteer at like an animal shelter, or volunteer at a local farm, to get into the open space that you need to be in to flip this completely around. Okay? And to be honest, changes might come if you do such a thing. But it sounds like you don't, whoever this reading is for, you don't want these changes to occur. You like just the way it is. You just aren't understanding that it's not being successful. You see here, looking away from this change, looking away from the change that needs to happen. The change needs to happen so that you can have completion and have that star, and maybe be with the one you need to be with, or to connect with a higher source. Okay? Yeah, in order to do that, you need to change. So, with that, we have these. I cannot flip these. These are going to be straight up, shuffle and take the top card, because they are just way too big for me to do that, but I do love them. They have great messages on them for you to hear. Okay, so embody ancient wisdom. So this is telling you to embody ancient wisdom from your ancestors, from your mythic personas, from the ages of the past. Like this is Merlin. Wait, so Merlin was definitely ancient wisdom. We've got him, sorry, this is alphabetized. Excuse me, I just gotta close this door for one moment. My door was open, and sometimes when my door is open, you can hear noise. So, expanded meaning is study the old ways of the ancestors, their traditions of your ancestors, right? Their traditions and myths are relevant today and will awaken the sage within you. So perhaps you need to listen to people that are in your life that are older, that will maybe give you some guidance towards how you can fight through this change that you're resisting to help you gain better wisdom and become the star. Celestial youth, ancient one, the radiant prophet Merlin stands in the spot where the male and female energy, interesting, male and female energy lines cross in Chalicewell Gardens, the point of spiritual androgyny. Merlin was a bard and teacher of the Druid mysteries. The historical Merlin was called Myrddin Emrys Merlin Ambrosius. His castle is a hillock of crystal stones in Gwynedd, North Wales. The breathtaking view from the top is the enchanted landscape of Snowdonia, with the river Glendinas winding its way through the verdant valley below. This was formerly Vortigern's stronghold, but after his defeat it was given to Merlin and renamed Dinas Emrys, Fortress of Ambrosius. So it's a special spot, and it gave great wisdom to others. This is where Merlin spent a lot of time, according to the myths. And here we have the star, which embodies male and female energies, combining in one sacred area. Okay? See that? See that? Alright, so let's move on. Oh, I don't know why I put them there. Move on here. This is my psychic deck, Psychic Tarot, and this is going to give you a message from Source to tell you how to go about getting this change to come to you that you are resisting, how to get through this change to become the star that you want to be. You can do these. Slide, slide, slide. Slide, slide, gilded slide. No too many. Slide, slide, slide. So, realize if you're resisting change, nothing will ever change. You might want good things to happen, but good things can't happen without changes made that you may not enjoy. So you will want these changes to come about, and you need to make them. They all stem from you. You're the one resisting. So as soon as you stop resisting and make the change that you need to make in your life that may not please you, you will definitely be on your way to the star that you want to be at the end of that path. Is there a message from Source? Is there a message? Must be well hidden in there. Just one message. Just one message. One message. Don't resist. I feel resistant. It's funny. Alright. So, these are always upright. So, you have mental conflict. You're conflicted about making these changes. You have movement, choices, and decisions. Okay. And there's all these pathways where you could take through all these doorways that surround you, and you have to make a decision to go into one which may look scary or may look difficult, but you have to go. And notice that they're both 2. So 2 in here would be a very important number for you. I would say 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years. That's how I roll when it comes to times and readings, because, you know, everything can change in a heartbeat. So you have the 2 mental conflict here. Okay, this card deals with the the inability to move forward as self-doubt emerges from indecisiveness or not being able to take action with a person, group, or even a situation in your present life. It may not be an easy decision, but you're already aware of this. Just remember, you have the strength, courage, and power to make all the necessary changes. Considerations. I was like considerations. Sound like it's going to say changes, but when you decide to act and finally make the choices that need to be made, then and only then will resolution be forthcoming, and with a sense of mental relief. And it talks about all these choices that you have. So these cards are definitely going hand in hand with one another. And with a sense of mental relief. There's assistance out there for you, so seek out and listen to wise counsel. Listen to your ancestors. Listen to wiser people, wiser than you. Okay? To help you make the right decisions. Listen to your intuition and have faith in yourself. Peace and harmony will soon be yours. Indeed, this is a peaceful card and very harmonious with and in balance with everything else. So yeah, movement, choices, and decisions. Okay, this card indicates a time of movement, significant changes, and choices must be made. Change. With hard work, great effort, and determination, you have the ability to juggle all the demands that are in front of you, whether they concern money, business decisions, other projects. It's important to stay flexible and focused. You don't have to do it alone. He's certainly not alone. He has many beings surrounding him, and the sun is shining directly on him. Reach out for the best advice and assistance. In addition, a financial union or partnership may present itself to you. The more time you take to make these vital decisions and choices, the longer it will be before you can move forward towards your goals in the physical material world. The changes that are emerging aren't some random acts or coincidences. They're all part of a positive and larger scheme. Notice the connections with everything, as this will enable you to avoid future problems and conflicts. Okay, so it's telling you, make the change. It will only be good for you to make this change. So let's talk about relationships. You know, this is the last final card. This is about relationships and my gilded cards. These are all my gilded cards. All of them are gilded in some way. And all of them, except for that one, are kind of slidey. I can't slide them. I just can't slide that deck. It's just too big. They need to make tiny cards, miniature versions of those. I definitely go for those. Miniature versions of everything, maybe about this big. Gilded, beautiful. That would be nice. As long as I can read what's on them, I'm good. Okay, so this last message is a message about your relationships and how it can best help you get to be the star that you want to be on this path that you're on. And once you make that change, what will happen? What can help you make that change? Is there somebody out there that can help you make that change and transition a little easier so that you can be the star that you want to be? Ooh. Passion. Allow your heart and soul to sing with joy. So maybe there is a passionate person out there that will help you bring about this change and open up your heart. Let me just take a look at this one really quick, because that's just a taste of what that card means, and I just want to see if there's anything else that I need to know. Your prayers for great love have been heard and answered, and it all begins with you. You have the power to revive passion in your life. In fact, no one can bring it to you but you. This card guides you to seek that which brings you great joy, such as a hobby, cause, or special activity. Anything that stirs your heart with joy will help passion bubble forth and positively flow into your romantic life. The romance angels say that having a passion for life itself, loving life, living life, entering the world, doing things that make you happy, being in nature, being around other beings or animals. This is my words, by the way, not in the book. This is a requisite foundation for feeling passion in your love life. Without this, without experiencing the world and making the changes in the world that you need to make to know the things around you and to reach that star level, you have to experience life. You have to experience the ups and the downs. You have to just live. In order to find your passion, you need to go out in the world. Okay? This means enjoying the moment completely, and when you do so with a partner, you inspire him or her to romantically participate with you. So they may inspire you just as you would inspire them. And that male and female energy would definitely be present once you make some changes in your life and experience it to the full. If you're presently single, you can definitely enjoy passion in your activities and hobbies, and who knows, such pursuits may provide an opportunity to meet a wonderful partner who shares these passions. So if you're looking for a partner, you should do things that make you happy, make you feel passion. You know, maybe going out in the world and scares you. Maybe indoor activities. But you should definitely experience things that are happening in the world outside of your home. Nature is a wonderful restorant. It could help you feel better about your situation, and also can help you meet people, because perhaps the person that you meet right outside your door, once you finally go out it, maybe you're not doing enough of that, that person might be right there for you to experience passion and joy with. Alright? Follow your heart. Allow it to tell you what is best for you. But I do believe with all of this here, your ancient wisdom, ancestors, they're telling you, do this, make this change so this can happen, and this can happen. Alright, I hope this was a good reading for you. If you want to learn more, just contact me at kissykassplash@gmail.com. You can also check out my Kissy's Tarot Reading Facebook page, and you can also hit up my kisssplash.com website, which tells you a lot of different things about being happy and living joyfully when you make changes and manifest better choices, do have better choices. So hopefully this was great for you, and I love you. I love you all. Have a great day, and kisses. Love you. Bye.